This is a premium landing page. Maybe some designer charged $1,000 to build this. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to copy this URL. That's it, just the link. I paste it inside GoHighLevel AI Studio. Then I click on generate and wait for the magic. Boom, the entire website is recreated. Same layout, same style and same feel in under 2 minutes. And it gets crazier. The clone page is already connected to a CRM. So when someone fills the form, their details go into my database automatically. They get a WhatsApp message and an email in 10 seconds and my workflow take overs everything. This is GoHighLevel AI Studio, and in this video I will show you exactly how to clone any website, customize it and connect it to a full automation system. So now let's give a quick intro about GoHighLevel AI Studio. So GoHighLevel AI Studio is a new AI builder hidden inside GoHighLevel's Labs section. It is currently free in beta. The reason this tool is different from Framer, Wix AI or Lovable is that it's connected to a full CRM. So you are not just building a landing page or a website, you are building a complete lead generation and lead nurturing system. If you don't have a GoHighLevel account, there's a 30-day free trial link in the description. 30 days, okay? Not 14 days. Okay, so let's get started. So the first step is enable AI Studio. By default, it is turned off. So most people don't even know it exists. So simply you have to go to your sub accounts, then go to the settings at the bottom left, okay? Scroll down to the labs. Click on Labs. Now search for AI Studio in the search box. Then just toggle it on. So now go back to your main sidebar menu on the left. You will see a new option called AI Studio with beta tag. Click on that. Okay, so this is the part everyone is waiting for. Let me show you how to clone any website using AI Studio. Now inside the GoHighLevel AI Studio, you can see the main dashboard. Here we have the prompt box where you can enter your prompt. You can use a text prompt, paste a website link or even upload an image to replicate any website you want. So there are multiple ways to approach cloning or creating a landing page. You can also see the projects we have created before. And on the dashboard, there are pre-built templates available. This template are basically ready-made prompt templates. And with one click, you can start creating a new website, web app or landing page instantly just using this template. Now before we start, I want to give you a quick disclaimer. This is just for learning and educational purposes only. Do not directly copy someone's brand, logo or exact images without permission for any business. Use the layout and design as inspiration, but always put your own business, your own content, your own branding. Now what I'm going to do here is replicate a landing page. As I mentioned earlier, this is the landing page that I have selected. The reason I have selected this one because it has a very attractive design, clean layout and it is perfect for lead generation. I'm simply going to copy the link of this landing page using a direct link of the page. So using a direct link of the page is one of the easiest ways to replicate a page like this. And one more thing about this landing page is that it makes easier to connect with the form within our CRM because it is a form in the landing page. As you can see, when I click on the button here, a pop-up opens. So we can also recreate that same pop-up inside our cloned version and connect the form directly to our CRM. So all the leads go inside automatically. Now after copying the link, I need a prompt. So I have already prepared a prompt. You can directly paste the link here and generate and it will start creating the page. But I personally recommend at least add a proper prompt because that gives the AI a better clarity about what exactly you want. Now you can say I'm inside ChatGPT here and with the help of ChatGPT, I created this prompt. Now I'm going to paste the landing page link here. Exactly. Then I'll select and copy the prompt, okay, that I prepared and I'm going to paste it into the AI Studio prompt box, right? So now you can see that I pasted it. Right, so now I'll click on generate. Now, as you can see, it started analyzing the website. It is fetching the source website, analyzing the structure, set up the design system, building the landing page sections, implementing the lead capture form and finalizing everything. So now we just need to wait for a moment. So I'll split this part for you so we can jump straight to the final result. So now you can see that the website is now generated. As you can see, it's look really good. Now if you compare it with the original website, you'll notice that there are small differences. For example, here it has used Bootstrap Secrets logo. Also on the image on the side is different from the original version, you can see. So yes, there are some slight differences, but overall if you look at the theme, colors, layout, styling and general structure, it has done very solid job when created something very close to the original landing page. And this is where the actual power comes in, right? If you keep giving follow-up prompts, you can continue refining the page and make it even closer to the original design. So fixing these small differences is not a big deal at all. If you keep giving follow-up prompts, you can continue refining the page, make it even closer to the original design. Now on the left hand side inside the AI Studio in the prompt box, you can see the option called Connect CRM, right? This appeared when we entered the prompt. If I click on the button here, you can see the pop-up appears exactly as we wanted, right? It says reserve your seat AI challenge and here it is a form and inside it we have a full name, email and phone number fields, right? Along with the reserve my seat button. Now let's connect this form to the CRM, right? So I'll simply click on Connect CRM. So once we do that, Whenever someone fills out the form, the details will directly go to our CRM automatically. Now, while that is getting connected, let's also make some design changes. For example, I want to replace the Bootstrap secret logo with the original AI Secret Challenge logo. So I'll simply copy the logo from the source page and come back to the AI Studio and paste it here. And then I'll just give it a prompt asking it to replace the top logo with this new one, with this AI Secret Challenge logo. Right, then I'll simply hit enter. And if you want to change any other sections like image, text, button, you can do that in the exact same way using the follow-up prompts. And you can see it updated almost instantly. That is really amazing. This is how you keep improving your page, right? Just give a prompt after prompt and it continues making changes for you. Okay, now let's imagine our page is fully ready and we have made all the necessary edits. The next step is publishing it. So click on publish here. You can connect your custom domain, but first you need to publish the website. After publishing, you can easily attach your own domain. So now I'll click on apply changes and then I'll publish it. Now I'll open the live website. As you can see, it is now live. Now let's test the form submission and check whether the leads are actually going into the CRM. So I'll click the button, enter some test details, a test email and a random phone number. After filling that, I'll just click on reserve my seat. And as you can see, message says registration successful. Right now emails won't be sent because we still need to build workflows, right? But first let's confirm whether the leads has entered the CRM or not. So I'll go to the CRM dashboard, right? Then I'll go to the context and exactly as expected, you can see the new lead is already here with the name, number and email ID that we just submitted. That is really powerful. Now once the lead enters the CRM, the next step is automation. We create workflows that send emails, WhatsApp messages, reminders and follow-ups automatically. Now one thing I'll tell you that about WhatsApp messaging, I don't know whether we'll be able to connect WhatsApp, but email definitely, because WhatsApp need approval and lots of stuff. There's another way of building automation. We can go to the agent studio, create an AI agent that can start conversation or even call the lead automatically. We can also do that. So this is where it becomes much more than just a landing page builder. You are building complete lead generation and follow-up system. Now in the next step, we are going to build the workflow and the test whether emails, messages and automation are working properly. So let's get started. So now to create the workflow, I'll come back to my sub account dashboard. From here, I'll go to the automation sections. Once we are inside the automations, I'll click on create workflow. Then I'll choose start from scratch. Now the workflow builder has opened. You will notice that there is an AI option where you can type a prompt and AI will build a workflow for you. But in this case, we are going to do it manually. The reason is very simple. The form we are using was created inside AI Studio, which means it is functioning like an external form, not a native GoHighLevel form. If it is a normal GoHighLevel form that was built inside the platform, that we can easily use the standard form submission trigger. But because this landing page was created through AI Studio and connected externally, we need to use different trigger. So now I'm going to click on add trigger. Now instead of selecting form submitted, I'm going to choose contact created. Why? Because when someone fills out the AI Studio form, the data is sent into GoHighLevel and creates a new contact in the CRM. That means the workflow should trigger when a new contact is created. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, if I go to the site section and in the forms, you will see internal forms built directly inside GoHighLevel and you can see there is form 0. There is a one form already existing here. If I check the form submission there, you'll notice that there are separate categories for internal form submission and external form submission. The internal form submission are the native GoHighLevel forms, but the leads we just collected through AI Studio are showing under external form submission. You can even see the last test lead we submitted earlier. So that confirms our landing page form is treated as an external form. Now here is an important challenge. If we simply trigger the workflow on every new contact is created, it could activate for all kinds of contacts coming from different sources. And if you have multiple forms, multiple funnels or multiple lead sources inside the same sub account, that becomes more messy. So we need a way to identify the contacts coming from the specific landing page. And the best way to do that using a custom field. We will use a custom field to identify the lead source and then use that in the workflow filter so only the right contacts enter the automation. So first of all, before we continue, we need to create a custom field. This is very important. So I'll go back to the sub account dashboard and then to the settings. Inside settings, I'll open custom fields. Now we need to create a custom field, but I have already created one earlier because I was testing this method before recording the video. As you can see, I already created a custom field called lead source. This is the custom field we're going to use to identify the leads coming from our AI Studio landing page. Whenever someone submits the XML form on the landing page we built inside AI Studio, the contact will be marked using this lead source field. Now let me quickly show you how to create a custom field. You simply click on add field, then choose the single line text as the field type. Then you'll just click on next. Now enter the field name. In my case, I named it lead source. For the object type, you can select contact, not the opportunity, okay? Then choose the group as a contact. After that, go to the additional preferences. You will see unique key generated for this field. In this case, it is late source, right? You can also change that. Then just click on save. You can see that I'm not able to save that because it already exists. But that exactly how do you create it. Now in the next step, we need to copy the unique key of the custom field. So just copy this thing. As you can see, the curly bracket code that you have here. Just copy that. After that, go back to the AI Studio and open the project we created earlier. Now you may notice that I have already given it a longer prompt earlier. That's because I was first testing a tag based method. Initially I wanted to add a tag when the form was submitted, so we could identify the lead using the tags. But the issue was that the external form request was not properly adding tags through the API. I mean through the form request. Instead it was treating those tag values as custom field. So that's why we switched to the better method, which is using a custom field called late source. Once you have the custom value, right, what you need to do is to simply give a prompt to the AI Studio like this. Whenever someone submit this form, update the CRM contact with the custom field contact late source. Then you're just going to paste that unique key and then you're going to assign the value to it. For example, you can use values like external, AI form, landing page lead, AI Studio lead, whatever lead that you want to mention it based on your funnel name. Anything you want. Once someone submits the form, the value get added to the contact record automatically. I mean the custom field value. That means later inside the workflows, we can identify where the lead came from. Now let me show you the testing form again. I'll open the landing page in a new tab. Then I'll click on the secure my site. Now I will enter a random name, let's say test123, then a test email address. Then I'll just enter a random test phone number. Now I'll click on reserve my site. And you can see the form was submitted successfully. Now I'll go back into my sub account dashboard. Then I'll open contacts. And as you can see, the new contact has been added as a test123. I'll just open it. Now if I scroll down, you can see that the default content source says external, but more importantly our custom field, that is lead source, is also now populated here, which is external as a value here. That means the setup worked perfectly. Now let's go back into the automation and open the workflow again. Since the previous trigger was not saved, I will create it again from scratch. I'll click on add trigger, right? Then I'll select contact created. Now we need to add a filter. Now inside the filter, I will choose custom field. Then select the lead source. Now for the operator, we can use exact match or content phrase and the value will be external here. So what happens is now whenever a new contact is added, the workflow checks whether the lead source custom field contains the word external or not. If yes, then the workflow runs, otherwise not. So right, that's it. Now I'll save the trigger. You can also add one more trigger for contact change. We need this because it may happen that all contact also filling this form and their tag value is getting updated. So we also need to see that contact update also. So again in the trigger, I'll choose contact change, then add a filter. Then I'll select lead source and then choose has changed to, and the value I'll choose external. Now save the trigger value as well. So now we have two triggers. One when a contact is created and one when the contact field changes. Now we will add the next step, which is sending an email. So I'll click on the add action and choose send email. Now to properly send emails, you need to verify your subdomain, right? You need a domain name and you need to connect your subdomain, then verify the authentication. Then you need to create a sending email ID, all of those things. There are several steps involved. That itself will require a separate detailed video. In this email workflow, you're going to enter from name, from email, subject line, and the email content you want to send. I'm keeping this part simple because workflows can become very advanced. Full explanation would require 1 or 2 hours, right? I think more than that. But in the upcoming days, I'll cover all of that in detail. For now, we are focusing on understanding the concept. Next, we'll try to connect WhatsApp, although whether I can get it done by today or not, because I need meta approval, right? So there are timing is involved here. I'm going to complete the email workflow and then test the full workflow to see everything is working live. So you can see that in the email action of the workflow, I have added my from name and from email ID, which is the email address connected to my GoHighLevel account. Then I set the subject line as a testing workflow. I have also added the email content to send, including the unsubscribe button and everything. Now I just need to turn on this workflow. One more step left is adding WhatsApp. So you need to click on add action, then click on WhatsApp. After that, you need to select the action you want and name it WhatsApp. Then you can choose a template from here if you already have one created. Now one thing to understand is that before adding a template, you first need to connect WhatsApp. So you need to click on integrate WhatsApp. Then you need to pay $10 per month to enable WhatsApp. After that, you can connect WhatsApp here. This is the one way you can do it by using GoHighLevel built-in WhatsApp integration. There is also another way you can follow. Instead of using GoHighLevel's inbuilt WhatsApp action, you can simply add a custom webhook here. You just need to type custom webhook, and as you can see, we have a custom webhook option. Click on it, then paste the API URL or endpoint URL of whichever third-party software you are using. That's it. And then you just need to do the configuration. You just need to pass the template ID, template name, and everything else. Once it is done, click on save and then publish the workflow. I'm going to show you this step in another video because right now it requires approval from Meta and it will require a lot of time to give the full tutorial. Now once everything is done, I just click here and publish the workflow. That's all you need to do once you are creating the workflow. Now come back to the page and I'll show you exactly how this works. So I will go back here and this is the exact page we created using the AI Studio. I'll click on the button secure my free seat. Then I'll enter email ID here. First I'll enter my name and email ID. Then I'll enter a random phone number, right? And then I'll click on reserve my seat. As you can see, it says registration successful. Check your emails for details. Now I'll go to my inbox and check whether we have received the email or not. As you can see, just like I told you, I have already received the email here. This is really awesome. So that's how you automate the whole thing. You create a landing page with AI, connect it with the workflow, and that's how you start marketing by creating an AI landing page. This is how we are building the system we wanted. As I told you, it's just not going to be an AI landing page. It's going to be much more than a landing page. A complete lead generation and automated sales system. You can also connect AI agents, AI voiceover, do outbound calling and lot more automatically. Okay, and everything I'm going to cover in my upcoming videos. I don't want to make this video too long. We'll do it in chunks. That's all for this video. And one more thing. Try the GoHighLevel 30-day free trial link from the description of this video. This is the most interesting part. You will get 30-day free trial. If you are from India, then there will be one link. It will be mentioned for India. You can use that. It may show you a 14-day free trial on the page, but you can actually get 30-day free trial. Once you sign up through my link, just reach out to me and I'll help you to get the extended 30 days. So don't worry about that. That's all for this video.